Oh, are you feeling this shift? Oh my goodness. So apparently we just went into like really powerful like Schumann resonance of frequency and energy that's happening in the universe right now. It raised to the highest numbers, like 80s, which I don't really understand, but it's incredible because I feel it. And I know that what we're all going through, I think, tell me if you can relate, is this shift between like the 3D and the 5D. Like, are you done attaching to your ego instead of your soul? Are you done feeling like you need an identity, or that you have to do things right, or that you're supposed to people please, or you shouldn't say no to things, or you have to do things a certain way, or all of these pressures that come from like our lifelong conditioning, the ego's attachment to wanting to keep us safe. It doesn't want us to step out of the comfort zone. And if you are following your soul's dream, then that's what it means. It means you're going to have to let go of that comfort zone. It's not easy, but it's possible if you continue to follow your heart. Now, what's happening for me is many things will come up. It's like the universe is testing me. Like, do you want this job, or do you want this? Or do you want to follow your heart, or you want safety and security? And it's like you have to learn to say no to the things that don't resonate with your soul contract, with what you really want. If you're working towards something that doesn't necessarily give you that rational, logical context of like, well, if I do this, then it's going to bring in this amount of money and I can see it and I can believe it. It's bigger than that. When you're following a soul contract, when you're following a dream that nobody can see but you, I feel like this has got to be the way that Einstein felt, that the guy who created the light bulb felt, the first person who invented the plane felt. They had no idea how it was possible, but they felt it. They knew they were supposed to create that. And they kept doing it until they did. But no one believed in them. That meant that they had to let go of their ego. They couldn't try and do what everybody said was right, because that wasn't going to fulfill the goal, their dream, their passion, what they were being guided to. Does that make sense? Ooh, I'm feeling this so strongly, because I'm doing everything to stay true to my dreams and what I feel is my soul purpose. And it's bringing up all of that stuff that's like, are you sure? Are you sure? Do you want to stay safe, or are you ready to keep doing this? Without having the certainty. The certainty comes from your inner knowing, from that all-knowing part of you that knows that if you do what is easy and effortless to you, what you feel is so much fun, what brings you joy, what's your passion, that's what's right. Nothing else is right unless it's doing that for you. And you have to trust and have faith that as you're doing this, what's meant for you is going to come. It continues to show up, and you're going to know it because it's going to bring you what I call my cowbell. That makes me so happy. I love the sound of cowbell, and everyone that knows me knows when I say cowbell, that's like my highest frequency. It's so fun. And so everything I do, I want it to bring me that resonance. I want it to bring me that frequency of feeling so good, so fulfilled. So I hope that this helps you find a way to do it for you. It should be easy and effortless. It should be so much fun. And if you're following Bashar is an incredible channeler, and he's explained, like, do whatever it is that brings you the most joy in every moment to the furthest that you can take it, with zero expectations of the results. That's the hardest part. Zero expectations. Because I was fooled in all the years with the law of attraction. Ask, believe, receive. But they left out the frequency part and not having a death grip or an attachment to the outcome. I always felt like you had to hold that image clear in your mind, what you want, and that it was going to come to you. But if you do that, then you're having a death grip on the idea and image you have created in your mind, which is not necessarily the best outcome for you. The universe, your higher self, angels, they know better what's for you. So what you're manifesting, or what you think is the best for you, what if it's even better? What if it's 10 times better than you could even imagine? And I know this for a fact because I had the universe teach me this lesson when I was manifesting my cabin. I had a different property in mind. I had a death grip on it. I knew in my heart this was the one. It was it. It was all. There was nothing else that was going to be better in my mind at the time. That was the death grip. And it was never ever looked at, this property, for 3 years. I was sitting on the deck every day. I was doing what the law of attraction said, like make it real. I was journaling. I was convinced. I was committed. Death grip. All of a sudden, last minute, out from nowhere, somebody buys it out from under me. And I'm like, I'm shocked. It was so right. How could it be wrong? I needed to learn the universe had something bigger and better in mind for me. It had nothing to do with what I thought was right. It was the cabin I manifested, and you've seen many of my videos, is an absolute Zen sanctuary that I never could have seen in my mind, because I couldn't imagine that I could afford it. I didn't think that was possible. I had talked myself out of everything because I had all kinds of blocks towards what I truly deserved and what was worth it to me. And that was the lesson. So the minute it fell out from under me, I was like, fine. I let it go. I was so mad. But what the universe was doing in that moment was helping me release that death grip. And the minute that I released that death grip, within the next month, I was guided towards the Zen sanctuary, and it fell into my lap easily and effortlessly. And it was the absolute best that was for me that I couldn't see. They, the universe, the angels, the power that's within and around us knew better and taught me that in that moment. And from that day forward, I was like, okay, it's time for me to stop having the death grip. And then Bashar made it so clear when he talked about, if you want something, just keep doing what brings you the most joy, and each moment to the furthest that you can take it, without zero expectations on how anything's supposed to turn out. Just know that it's all going to come to you moment by moment in divine timing. Whatever is meant for you will find you. And it's true. Don't even think this is hippie woo-woo. This is true. And I love you. And I'm sharing this because I really want everyone to rise and shine and follow your heart, because there's nothing better in this life than truly feeling like everything you do brings you joy, that everything you do is for a greater and higher good, and that everything you're doing, you're being guided towards it, and you know that you can let go and go with the flow and just enjoy life. That's the difference. Learn to enjoy life. Check out the beauty. It's so pretty. Oh, I had to come to the lake, sit by the water, and just embrace this energy and get myself grounded, because you need to recognize that too. If ever you're feeling squirrely or whatever, that like ungrounded, it's not only you, it's happening in the universe. So you need to listen to when your body is telling you that, and then go to nature. Find a way to get grounded. Do some yoga, journal, go for a walk, do some yoga, dance, listen to music that's going to uplift your frequency. Whatever you can do that's going to get you out of that feeling and back to like, okay, I'm good. And find that joy again in that moment. I'm wishing everyone so much love and light as we rise and shine. You're not alone. Just keep doing whatever is going to bring you joy towards your soul purpose, because you know, if you're following me, please do subscribe. I talk a lot about how you're a soul that charted this. You know, everything is destined for you if you get out of your own way. Does that make sense? I love you. Much love and light.